I'm thrilled to be here today with Melissa Biggs, our instructor for the Global Language Strategy Masterclass. Melissa, how are you today?
I'm just great. It's nice to be into summer weather and to be out and about a little bit and seeing people again.
Absolutely. I think we're all feeling that. So we launched your Global Language Strategy Masterclass earlier this spring and had a really great turnout. Melissa, I should mention, is a partner at Locale Solutions and has been working with us on this class. And the first session had 11 students from all across the globe. And Melissa, I wonder if I could ask you, what surprised you most about that first class, and who were the people who were taking the course with you?
Great question. The class went really well. It really exceeded my expectations. The class was originally designed to have a very wide scope for participants. So we were looking at having this class available for people who did product management, who worked in marketing organizations, as well as sales and other areas cross company, not just specifically within a localization function. What the members that we had in this first class were mainly people who were engaged in localization and globalization within their companies. But what was really surprising and great to see was the range of companies that we had in the class. We had everywhere from nonprofits to startups to more mature enterprises. So it was a fantastic combination of participants who were at many different stages of looking at their overall strategy as well as their language strategy.
And I remember from some of the conversations in class that uh, people's own backgrounds and experience were contributing to the way that you formulated and the topics that you focused on. Uh, do you find that it was applicable and valuable for all of these wide-ranging industries and levels?
Yes, I really believe so because basically what we tried to do, which has really never been done before, and I had this feedback from a number of the people in the classes, there isn't a class about this particular topic anywhere. There is not much that's written about this particular topic of language strategy. So, techniques, best practices, we were able to bring so much of that together by the questions that different participants had and the types of issues that they were confronting in their companies. It was really a fantastic way to focus in on particular problems while still looking at the larger landscape behind what is affecting a language strategy.
And do you find that some of those pitfalls and mistakes and also best practices apply again across all of these different disciplines? Are there some of those, that you can think of that, people maybe don't expect to encounter, but, this is a pitfall that almost every global company comes across?
Yes, absolutely. I think people come in thinking, well, I've got this set of languages that I'm already thinking about or have in place that we're going to produce our content and our products using, and basically they start to see, oh, maybe I don't have the right technologies. My processes may be not quite up to speed with what I'm going to have to produce for the various languages that we've chosen. Or maybe I'm going down the wrong path and I don't even have the background material that I need, the data to show me that these markets are actually going to be useful and bring in revenue for our company and make a business case.
Well, I'm very excited to start the next class with you. It begins already on June 14th. It runs through June 24th, and there's a lot more information available, and you can register now on the Localization Institute website. I'd also like to briefly mention Melissa has just written a new newsletter and blog article for Local Institute about what is your global language strategy. And Melissa, in that interview, or in that article, you talked specifically about how there are many different companies, but again, there are of these specific problems. Tell us a little bit about this article.
Right. So what I tried to do here is just as an intro, make everyone think about How do they approach their language strategy within their company? What are some of the key areas that you really need to be thinking about that are going to affect that language strategy? Like, do you understand what your customer profiles are looking like? What kind of technologies are going to support the the um, the language strategy that you put in place? And do you have a way to really prioritize that content? This was something I heard from a number of the participants, was they really hadn't thought a lot about strategies or processes like tiering your language support so that you can support a number of important languages and can support markets in a more rational way than just throwing things out there.
And that's, that's echoed in the feedback that we heard from your students too, is, so many of them, one of them specifically, I can remember saying, I realized coming into this class, and after taking it, that I'm doing some of these things right, and I just need to keep doing them. There's other things that I'm doing wrong and I need to change. But really, the biggest surprise was all the things I hadn't thought of that Melissa helped me to understand. And it was such a pleasure to work with you on that first masterclass. I'm just so excited for our next session, and I look forward to seeing you on June 14th, Melissa.
Well, thank you. And just want to make one more comment that the students all came back with a similar thing, is not to come into the class with a lot of expectations that you're going to come out with a template, because every company is so unique. There is no template. There are best practices. There are some standards that you should follow, but it's open. It's for you. These are just ways to enable you to move forward. It's not something where it's a cookie cutter.
Right. And global language strategy, there is no silver bullet. It needs to be tailored
Exactly.
for each individual. And again, that's where the learning with the students was so interesting, as I saw them kicking ideas between each other. So again, really excited for your next class, and thanks for taking time with it, Melissa.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Alex. It's great to be working with everyone.
All right. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye now.